Good morning, everybody. It's Holly from Besotted Orchids. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a few special orchids. And when I mean special, just something a little out of the ordinary that I wanted to share with you while they're still blooming, and a few of my everyday just showstoppers that just look beautiful on any given day. Now here is the neofinetia falcata. Beautiful, beautiful orchid. Look at that. Three blooms. I wish there were more, but three blooms is fine for this size of a plant. I am hoping that it sends up another spike very soon. Look at the nice root growth. Oh, it's very healthy and happy in there. It lives in sphagnum moss, and I do keep it rather moist, and it seems to be really happy with that, living in my eastern facing window. Today it's up on a pedestal because she's showing her stuff. Very, very pretty. I love the long spurs on the end of it. Very dragon-esque. Look at that. Does that not look like a dragon flying through the air? Very, very pretty. And a wonderful jasmine scent to that one as well. Over here is just an everyday orchid, I like to call it, but it's still stunning. This is a Kroger rescue. Very pretty. It has lots of buds forming on it. Over here, while we're on this end, and I apologize, it is rather dark this morning here in Ohio. We are getting rain. Much, much needed rain. My garden was starting to crack. This is Howard's Dream Oncidium. I'm hoping tomorrow it'll be opening up for me. It'll have beautiful purple spots. This is another Kroger rescue that had secondary branches coming off. Now, when this one is done with its branching and the blooming, I will cut the spike back to let it focus on more greenery, because as you can see, it came from Kroger without a lot of growth on it. Now over here is my Solange Udasana preparing to open the 15th bud. Now look at that. A little bit of discoloration on it this time around, and I don't know if it's a fertilizer issue or humidity issue. Something's going on with it that changed that bud, because they're usually a beautiful crisp white. And as you can see, sequential blooming. The next bud is right there behind it, ready to open when this one is done. Up here to the top, the butterfly dendrobium. Look at that. A little bright and vivid for my taste, but my 12-year-old son's like, that one's going to stay. He likes this one, and he likes his green, black-haired type. It is the dendrobium, the Tobazuki, and it looks like a dragon face. Oh my goodness. Bright green flowers with a screaming orange tongue just coming out of it. It is very dragon-esque. But that's a big orchid. It takes up a lot of room. Now down here, my very, very special orchid visiting us in full bloom today. Almost full bloom. This is my Maxillaria tenafolia, and it's a yellow variety. Look at the spotting. It's very pretty. It has another one opening. This pseudobulb has 4 buds. This one over here, 4 as well. And it has such a lovely scent. Coconutty, maybe a little bit of the pina colada that I hear people talk about. Maybe I can sense a little bit of that. But sometimes I really think we smell things we want to smell due to the coloration. Now, I might be wrong. So out here, oh my goodness, this is a big transformation that's going to happen today. My beautiful trough that is full of my herbs, it is going to be moving and swinging around over here to follow my sidewalk out, and I have to move my other flower box over there. We're having a brand new septic system installed today. It's going to tear up a lot of my yard. A lot of my yard's going to be tore up today with the septic system. Fun times out in the country. Now here is the Francis Burr Rose Glow. Look at this. Very pretty Oncidium type. This is closely related to the Francis Fox, which I wish I could get a hold of. I have not found that one yet, but very closely related to it. It's very pretty, nice and bright. Over here is another rescue. This one, I can't really call it a rescue. It's not in poor shape. This one came from Aldi. clearance after Mother's Day to $5.99. So of course it's going to jump in my cart and it's coming home with me. Very pretty. Over here, the Dendrobium spider lily. That's never going to stop blooming. Every day I come down and I look forward to seeing it. Look at the spots, look at the striping, beautiful lip, beautiful petals. The underside I leave to hang naturally on this one, so I see both of it. I can see the beautiful front and the back because they're both beautiful. Another big plant. Now this is a Latoria type Dendrobium. Very nice. Over here we have the Dendrobium Zidan. This one came from Groovy Plant Ranch. Still blooming. It's been blooming for quite a while now. Very pretty. Has a really nice scent to it. I don't know if it's going to show on the camera, but the reason I bought this because it had a yellow outlining to the petals. It's really pretty. You can just barely make out the yellow outlining. It's very, very pretty. Now, the showstopper. My zygopetalum Advance Australia, over 2.5 feet wide. This thing is a beast. It did something unique, something different. Do you see that perfectly formed petal? Do you see this one? Not so much. It's missing the lip, as well as this one over here, missing the lip. I'm not sure why that happened, but I was hoping when this spike over here opened, and I got to pan around quite a bit to cover this whole one. This one here has done the same thing. Two beautiful, perfectly formed with the lip, two without. So anybody out there has any knowledge about this or knows why this might be forming, why this might be happening, let me know in the comments if you've had anything like this happen with your orchids. But this is, other than the light, which I just put there for the filming purposes, this is where we sit in the morning and we have our coffee. We just sit here amongst the orchids. Like I said, it's a gloomy, rainy day here in Ohio, but we needed it. So I want to thank you very much for joining me today. If you have any comments, please feel free to share them with me. Any questions you want to ask, feel free to hit like if you enjoyed this, and please subscribe so you see all my upcoming videos. And you guys have a great day. Thank you.